passion.
Tonight, breaking news, time to testify. That Supreme Court showdown is on. Dr. Ford agreeing to testify about her sex assault allegation against Judge Kavanaugh, an allegation he denies. Both will now be questioned by the Senate committee on Thursday. Midterm heat, the bare-knuckle battle in Texas to turn a red state blue, and the Arizona race dividing a family. A candidate's 6 siblings campaigning for his opponent. Fires and floods, the fast-moving wildfire forcing evacuations in the west, and the new flood threat after Florence. Rivers are still rising as a dangerous new storm moves from Texas into the northeast. Also tonight, the 3D printed gun maker under arrest, paraded through an overseas airport on his way back to the U.S. to face charges for allegedly paying an underage girl for sex. And warning for shoppers, Walmart sounding the alarm. Americans are about to pay more for everything, from shampoo to furniture, because of tariffs on China. When you're likely to expect the sticker shock.
From ABC News, this is ABC World News Tonight.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Tom Yamas, and we begin with that breakthrough in tense negotiations. A week after she came forward to reveal herself, Dr. Christine Blasey Ford has agreed to testify in public before the Senate Judiciary Committee about her claim that Judge Brett Kavanaugh sexually assaulted her when they were teenagers decades ago. Kavanaugh, who denies the claim, will also testify. Tonight's Dr. Ford's lawyers say several issues are still unresolved, though. But Vice President Mike Pence is expressing confidence Judge Kavanaugh will be confirmed. ABC's David Wright outside Trump Tower here in New York City, where the president is spending the night.
The Senate Judiciary Committee's Me Too moment is now scheduled for Thursday at 10 a.m. Dr. Christine Blasey Ford set to testify first in open session. Judge Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation to the U.S. Supreme Court may well hinge on how credible she is, speaking publicly for the first time about her bombshell accusation that Kavanaugh sexually assaulted her at a high school party back in 1982, allegations Kavanaugh categorically denies.
I do believe that she has not been treated well during the course of this, and the Republicans, many of them, even my colleagues, feel uneasy with the way this has been handled.
The back-and-forth negotiations dragged out for days. Ford wanted Kavanaugh to testify first and requested the committee question other witnesses, too. The committee refused, saying these are non-negotiable. Ford is believed to have named at least 3 others who she says were at the party. 2 had already denied any memory of the incident. This weekend, the third, Leland Kaiser, told the committee she does not know Kavanaugh and has no recollection of ever being at a party or gathering where he was present. But Kaiser also told the Washington Post she believes Ford.
What am I supposed to do? Go ahead and ruin this guy's life based on an accusation. I don't know when it happened. I don't know where it happened. And everybody named in regard to being there said it didn't happen. I'm just being honest.
Ford's lawyers have made it clear they believe Republican senators who've been dismissive of her story should have to, in their words, shoulder their responsibility to ask her questions, not simply rely on an outside counsel. But the Republican committee members, all of them male, are clearly uncomfortable with that. Some of them have been there long enough to remember Anita Hill's accusations of sexual harassment against Judge Clarence Thomas.
Senator, I think this whole affair is sick.
I think it's sick, too.
This weekend, Vice President Mike Pence sought to reassure conservative activists at the Values Voters Summit.
The President and I are confident that Senate Republicans will manage this confirmation properly with the utmost respect for all concerned.
Today, in a radio interview with ABC affiliate WTAM, the president insisted he's keeping an open mind.
I want her to have her voice. Let her have her voice. Let her say whatever she has to say. Let him say what he has to say. And at the end, the senators will make a choice.
David Wright is at Trump Tower tonight, where the president is spending the night ahead of his UN address on Tuesday. And David, with the date and time set for the Dr. Ford and Judge Kavanaugh testimonies, the Judiciary Committee also needs to set a date for the actual vote.
That's right. They have set aside the date Monday that they had threatened if the two sides were unable to come to terms. Presumably, they'll hold the vote sometime after they hear from both parties. But this is shaping up to be the most closely watched congressional hearing in a generation. The senators not just concerned about getting it right in this vote on this confirmation, but also with one eye cocked to the voters in the midterms. Tom?
David Wright for us at Trump Tower tonight. David, thank you. And the emotional drama of this Supreme Court showdown, as David just mentioned, is playing out during the run-up to the midterm elections, among the most divisive in recent times. In Texas, Senator Ted Cruz in a fierce battle to defend his seat from Democrat Beto O'Rourke, while in Arizona, Congressman Paul Gosar is fending off a challenge from his brothers and sisters who appear in a campaign ad for his opponent. Here's ABC's Kenneth Moten.
As the nation speeds toward the hotly anticipated midterm elections, one of the hottest races is in Deep Red, Texas. Democrat Beto O'Rourke sparring at a debate with GOP Senator Ted Cruz.
This is why people don't like Washington, D.C. You just said something that I did not say. What did you not say? Attributed it to me.
What did you not say?
And in Arizona, bad blood in one family has spilled into the fight for the 4th congressional district.
Paul's absolutely not working for his district.
At first look, it's a blistering campaign attack ad against Republican Congressman Paul Gosar, paid for by his Democratic opponent David Brill.
If they care about health care, they care about their children's health care, they would hold him to account.
By the end of the ad, the stunning reveal.
My name is Tim Gosar. David Gosar.
Paul Gosar is my brother.
6 of Gosar's own brothers and sisters attacking the popular Republican, who was under fire last year for claiming the deadly unrest at the white supremacist rally in Charlottesville was organized by Democrats. Gosar fired back on Twitter saying not one of my siblings lives in Arizona. He called them disgruntled Hillary supporters. You can't pick your family, Gosar tweeted. To the 6 angry Democrat Gosars, see you at mom and dad's house. Their mother weighing in, telling the New York Times her congressman's son has done a hell of a job for Arizona and they love him. Gosar responded, I guess I really am mom's favorite. The public-family fight over politics definitely not the first this election season.
My name is James Bryce.
Milwaukee police officer James Bryce spoke out against his brother, Democrat Randy Bryce, who's running to fill retiring House Speaker Paul Ryan's seat.
Kenneth Moten joins us live on Capitol Hill. And Kenneth, that ad coming in a race that Congressman Gosar is expected to win.
That's right, Tom. It's too soon to tell how much of an impact that ad will have, especially in Arizona's 4th congressional district. It's solidly red. Gosar, a 4-term congressman, a big Trump supporter and an immigration hardliner, won that district by 70% in 2016. Tom?
Kenneth, thank you. Next to the extreme weather across the country tonight, firefighters battling through the night as a new wildfire ripped through the hills north of Los Angeles. The flooding after Hurricane Florence. Take a look at that. Still an emergency in this neighborhood in Long, South Carolina. And tonight, torrential rains are moving from the south to the northeast. ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano is tracking it all.
Flames darting through the smoky skies over California. The Charlie fire raging out of control north of Los Angeles, devouring 3,000 acres in a matter of hours and still growing. The fire sparked just 24 hours ago. It's a race against the clock. Firefighters dousing the flame from above and cutting fire lines.
The firefighters on scene, they made an aggressive attack and they're doing pretty well.
Aerials revealing the sheer ferocity of the blaze as it engulfs the hillside. Residents told to get out as flames close in on homes.
One little flare up here could land somewhere else and another place will flare up.
In the east, Florence's impact still being felt across the Carolinas, with water as far as the eye can see. Drone footage showing the swollen Waccamaw River swallowing subdivisions near Myrtle Beach, prompting evacuations. In the city of Conway, crews setting up barriers to try to control the flooding from reaching vital highways. The river there at record levels and still rising for at least another 2 days. And in Kentucky, torrential rains triggering flash flooding in Scott County, what looks like river rapids rushing through this neighborhood.
And Rob joins us now live on set with the latest tracking this storm now.
Hey, Tom, you know, it's been such a wet summer for many people in the east. And September for Lexington, Kentucky, 4 times already the normal amount of rain. You see we got flood watches up there and tropical connections. So we're going to see more in the way of rain during the day. Tomorrow morning, we're looking for the rain to lift back into Tennessee, Kentucky. Louisville will be wet. And then tomorrow night back through Cleveland, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. And above that rain, it'll be kind of chilly. Fall arrived last night, so we're going to feel it in the northeast with 40s and 50s out the door tomorrow. And, of course, still hurricane season. We're watching Tropical Storm Kirk
way out there, but humming along at 23 miles per hour. Expected to be in the Caribbean by the end of the week. At this point, we're hoping it stays below hurricane status, Tom.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that, Rob. Thanks so much. The White House is proposing new immigration rules that would significantly narrow who will be eligible for green cards or temporary stays. Under the proposal, immigrants who are here legally could be denied a green card to stay if they have ever used public assistance, including Medicaid, food stamps, or housing vouchers. Immigrant advocacy groups say the administration continues to favor the wealthy over others who might contribute. And the controversial owner of a company that makes untraceable 3D printed guns is back in Houston tonight after his arrest in Taiwan. Taiwan took Cody Wilson in custody after he was accused back home in Texas of paying for sex with an underage girl. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez on the new developments tonight.
Tonight, the 3D gun maker some call the most dangerous man on the internet is back in the U.S., extradited to Texas after being tracked down in Taiwan. Charged for allegedly sexually assaulting a 16-year-old girl he first met online. According to allegations in court documents, Cody Wilson paid the teen $500 for sex in an Austin hotel room after connecting on SugarDaddyMeet.com.
I don't know that my detectives have ever sat down with a predator who willingly said, I knew the victim was underage.
Wilson sparked controversy starting in 2013 when he uploaded blueprints online for 3D printed guns. Critics concerned the unregulated, untraceable weapons that can be made at home, even from plastic, could easily fall into the hands of criminals.
They are untraceable. We don't have any registry of who bought them.
Last month, a federal judge temporarily barred Wilson from sharing the blueprints online. The so-called crypto-anarchist later announcing he would sell and mail the plans directly to customers.
The gun is power. And this is the essence of this project. I'm actually giving people the means to create a power for themselves.
And tonight, Wilson's being held on $150,000 bail on that sexual assault charge. He has not yet entered a plea and could face up to 20 years in prison if convicted. Tom?
Marcy Gonzalez for us tonight. Marcy, thank you. An Indiana school bus driver is under arrest tonight, accused of letting students take the wheel. Other students recorded the incident. One student allegedly allowed to drive, just 11 years old. Everyone made it home safely that night, but the driver is now charged with a felony. Here's ABC's Stephanie Ramos.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm letting her stop at Michael's stop.
It's the alarming video that cost this bus driver her job.
Don't tell no other adults about this.
A child behind the wheel of a school bus, the other students on board capturing the wild ride. Police say 27-year-old Joandria McAtee allowed 3 students ages 11, 13, and 17 to take turns driving her bus for short stretches in rural Indiana on the way home from school.
First, we gotta put your foot on the brake.
Authorities say a parent contacted the school resource officer, triggering an investigation. McAtee was arrested when she showed up to the Porter Township School bus barn to pick up her check. Police charging her with a felony, neglect of a dependent. The school says in a statement, the Porter Township School Corporation is angered and disappointed in the actions of this driver. The safety of our students is a top priority. The bus company, First Student, adding, behavior such as this is completely unacceptable and totally at odds with what we stand for as a company. The driver has been terminated. Police say none of the students were injured and the bus driver could be facing jail time. Tom?
Stephanie, thank you. Next to the man once considered one of America's most beloved celebrities, Bill Cosby, on what may be his last night of freedom, facing sentencing tomorrow for sexual assault and possibly years behind bars. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
Tonight, the man once dubbed America's Dad is one step closer to becoming the first celebrity sentenced in the Me Too era.
Guilty, guilty, guilty!
On Monday, Bill Cosby will be back in a Pennsylvania courtroom for the first day of his sentencing hearing. Cosby was convicted in April of 3 felony counts for drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Constand in his home in 2004. Cosby has insisted any sexual encounters with Constand and other accusers were consensual. But one of the 12 jurors who convicted him says there was one key piece of evidence that led to his stunning fall from grace.
I think it was his deposition, really. Ms. Cosby admitted to giving these quaaludes to women, young women.
Cosby and Constand may come face to face again as she takes the stand to deliver her victim impact statement.
It's not unthinkable that the judge could sentence him to jail time and order
that he be turned over immediately to correctional officers at that hearing.
Now his defense team will be desperately fighting to stop the court from designating the comedian a sexually violent predator. Lindsay Davis, ABC News, Pennsylvania.
And there's still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Sunday. The road has